You know the Halloween season's coming up when we have both Michael Myers and Ghostface in the thumbnail for this episode. I think this calls for a little celebration. The wolf pack continues to grow. Pinhead, welcome to the cult. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. We have some movie news to talk about today. We have, yes, a horror-centric kind of episode talking about some Halloween kills along with a small Scream 5 update. We're also going to be talking about Shazam 2, AMC opening back up. That and so much more, guys. So many of your opinions down below. Halloween season is coming up, man. And even though trick-or-treating this year might not be a thing, are you still excited to watch horror movies at home? Because it don't look like you can see them in theaters. Unless it's Candyman. Hopefully we can still see Candyman in October. And don't be forgetting to hit that like button, especially for the special occasion of having Pinhead join the front row, man. You know what? Pinhead is not one of my most favorite, but I can't deny the man has an iconic look. His movies are very gruesome. I'm excited for the reboot Spyglass is doing and the HBO series they have coming up if that doesn't get ruined with the creator suing for his rights back. But I've done videos on that already. Alright, so starting off with some small movie news here, man. I want to know how many people subscribed or just watching this video right now are fans of American Pie. I am. I don't know why. I had a great father who let me watch these movies at a far too young age. Honestly, wouldn't have this channel if it wasn't for my dad letting me see a bunch of movies I wasn't supposed to see as a kid, so if you're out there, Pops, thank you. But yes, I did grow up watching the American Pie movies. I like them so much, I even watched the spin-off movies that would go straight to DVD. And well, to my surprise, the other day, I got an email from Universal letting me know they're making another American Pie movie entitled American Pie Presents Girls Rule. This is going to be coming first to DVD and digital October 6th, but then it'll be released to Netflix. And I really do just bring this up because I want to know how many American Pie fans I have out there, because as soon as I got this, I requested Universal to send me a copy so I can watch it and possibly review it for the channel if you guys are interested. Because it has been several years since the last time we've seen an American Pie movie, and I don't even know if this TikTok young generation cares about these films. They were released at a weird time in Hollywood where they were making movies for teenagers when only 30% of the kids in the school would have cell phones. Social media wasn't a thing. So because of that reason, looking back at those movies, they feel extremely dated even though they're not that old. But I enjoyed the characters. I found them raunchy and funny. The newest movie is gonna have a little bit of a spin where they're making the girls the main characters. So two questions I have to ask for you. Are you excited for this new American Pie movie? Will you be watching it when it hits Netflix? Or do you even care for the American Pie series? Talking a little industry news right now. Good news for most of the people out in the US. AMC Theaters is opening up their back doors. Still got American Pie on the brain. AMC Theaters has announced that they will be opening back up come August 20th of this month. They are even doing a very special promotion where they are selling tickets the same price they were 100 years ago, in tradition of 100 years of theaters being open, 15 cents. Now, I know there's people out there who could care less about AMC or don't really go to an AMC, but this is a big deal in the movie industry because, well, AMC is one of the largest chains in the country, and that's a great sign for studios who want to go ahead and start releasing newer movies and don't want to keep pushing them back several months or years. So now that studios have the confidence that AMC and Cinemark are both open, things are slowly starting to get back to normal in the movie industry. But aside from that, there is a lot of backlash to this. Whenever AMC did announce this, I saw everyone online just raging and getting upset about how they're opening up during the pandemic and saying that, no, I'm not going to go, it's not safe enough, even with all the measures that AMC is taking with requiring you to wear a mask, sanitizing. They've even changed their air filters to limit the spread of germs in the air. And it might be a little controversial for me to say, but it sucks that you can't go ahead and support your local theater and you can't be excited to go back in theaters and watch a new movie without being canceled or treated as a jerk at the same time for wanting to step out of your house. I know there's no clear solution to this out there, but I want to support my local theaters when they open back up. Heck, one of the first movies they have coming up that's going to be a brand new release is titled Unhinged, which is this Russell Crowe movie that also stars Gabriel Bateman, the kid from the Child's Play reboot. The premise is after a mother gets into a road rage battle with this guy on the highway, he takes it personal follows her home and goes to extreme lengths to get his revenge. But that aside, I want to see Tenet, I want to see all these other glorious movies, so I just throw it off to you guys. I completely respect and understand you guys who say, no, I'm not going out there during this time, not until there's a vaccine, but also to those who are willing to go to their local theaters and follow social distancing rules. Are you excited to have theaters finally opening back up nationwide? From there, jumping to a movie that's filming during the pandemic and likes to remind us almost every week about this is Jurassic World Dominion. Now, Jurassic World Dominion was one of the first movies that during the pandemic went ahead and said, we have to start rolling on cameras again and we're going to take all the safety precautions possible to get this movie done, which is why we're seeing so many behind the scene images and people talk about it, and they just happened to release some more images online. We have here the backsides of Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt. This is a really interesting photo to me because I'm not sure if this is them on an island or if this is them in a forest just on US territory. We got a sneak peek photo the other day from Colin Trevorrow about a case that we know was last seen on the islands of Jurassic Park. So this might be further evidence that our heroes will be returning to the island in the third Jurassic World movie. The other photo we have here is of some dinosaurs that we haven't seen in a while, a couple of compies. I do like the practical effects being used right here, and also they had to throw in a worker wearing a mask just to let the public know, yes, we're making this movie during a pandemic, but we're doing it the right way. We might have thought movies being shot during a pandemic was a negative thing, but the fact that they keep reminding us every week with more photos, behind the scenes looks to remind us, hey, we're taking safety precautions, and here's also a sneak peek of the movie so you don't yell at us. It looks like it's working in our favor. But with all this Jurassic World news, guys, what gets you the most excited? And before we get to all the horror news, we have Shazam 2 getting ready to start filming. This report is coming to us from the Illuminati. They've been really on point when it comes to these DC related stories, and is why I'm trusting them. And also, Shazam 2 was one of those movies that was supposed to start filming this summer and probably coming to us next summer of 2021, but because of everything going on, it looks now that they're wanting to start filming in spring of 2021. You know, that's probably made the producers a little bit upset because the kids they have attached to this movie aren't getting any younger, and especially kids at the age they are, they grow up so fast. From one year to the next, a kid could grow like 3 feet, man. So we might be seeing some of those Shazam kids hit big growth spurts or even have some facial hair. Let's hope they don't Diary of a Wimpy Kid on us and change the characters out for some low budget copies. But I bring this up because this is one of the movies that is going to be talked about at DC Fandome, that virtual online event that apparently they're releasing the schedule for today, so I might have a video for you guys. Very excited for that, but I don't hear a lot of people talk about Shazam 2 as one of the things they want to know. I do want to know about this, specifically who the villain will be, what the story will follow. We know the director of the first movie is coming back, but with a film like this and the other ones at DC Fandome that they're going to talk about that have not started shooting at all, like in Aquaman 2 or Shazam 2, what would they reveal for us when there's really nothing to reveal? Let me know what you guys think down below. But okay, getting to the horror news here, let's start off with my boy Michael Myers talking some Halloween stabby. I know we're all bummed and upset that this movie got pushed back to the year 2021 in October, but fear not, because this Saturday we are going to be getting a sneak peek to the movie, and that should be able to hold us over at least for another couple of weeks. This is all in thanks to a virtual Comic-Con that will be happening for Brazil. I know, very random, but Comic-Cons happen all the time, even worldwide, and for Brazil, this is one that got moved to a live stream on YouTube in the same way San Diego Comic-Con did at home. Well, they were quick to announce some of the panels and guests who will be showing up, and this is exactly what they had to say. And this is translated, so it might sound a little funny, but they have, horror will have a special moment at Geek Nation livestream. Blumhouse Productions will have an exclusive panel offered by Universal Pictures Brazil. On August 15, there is going to be a special message from Jason Blum and a teaser for Halloween Kills, The Terror Continues. That's kind of funny that in Brazil, Halloween Kills has a longer title. Y'all was all making fun of me for Halloween Stabby, but in Brazil, it's Halloween Kills, The Terror Continues. Redundant? I really hope that we get an English version of this trailer released online. I do speak Spanish, but the trailer will be most likely in Portuguese, since that's the language they speak in Brazil. And anyone who speaks Spanish knows you can kind of understand Portuguese, but then not really. Either way, it'll still be some new footage for us to look at and admire at. I just wonder what it'll be. I'm just really hoping it's not a Portuguese version of the trailer or sneak peek that we already got back when they delayed the movie. Oh, that would be such a bummer. Or because of a lot lost in translation or things not being interpreted right. It could just be Jason Blum talking about the movie and not actually show any footage. But still, this Saturday, sneak peek on YouTube. Are you looking forward to it, and what do you think they'll have to show for us? Getting to the other horror character that, yes, I do plan to eventually have Ghostface join the team. Don't know where he's gonna fit, man, because I am running out of desk space. But I love you all. I can't get rid of you. Y'all are my children. But we had David Arquette talk a little bit about Scream 5 and his thoughts on the new movie that I found pretty interesting, because he's talking about wanting to return for multiple sequels that we know if Scream 5 goes well, they're gonna make at least 2 more. This is exactly what Dewey had to say. I love playing the character Dewey. It's had such an inspirational role in my life. As an actor, you try doing films that work, that entertain people, that audiences get a kick out of. You seldom do things for a small audience to talk to a very niche group. The horror fan base is huge, so when you really connect with them, and then it even goes beyond that, it's really a special thing. When Radio Silence, the team who's directing this movie, approached me, I was in first, and now we've got Courtney Cox on board. Hopefully Neve Campbell will join the team and we can shoot this thing. So there is 2 ways to interpret it. The skeptic or the hater could say, oh wow, an actor who barely works and has to wrestle for money wants more work. Shocker. But the other way I see it is maybe he just accidentally revealed that Dewey will survive by the end of the movie if he sees himself joining for multiple sequels. I believe Neve Campbell is going to sign on pretty soon, and they're just probably saving her for the big announcement to release with a poster or maybe other cast members. But I think a big reason of these actors saying yes to return is because Radio Silence is going to respect what Wes Craven has done with the franchise, and by respecting that, it means not killing them off. I don't see why they would want to come back to get a knife in the back. That just doesn't seem like something Wes Craven would want. But at the same time, even though I didn't think these characters were going to get axed off in the film, I did think these characters were going to give a closed chapter to, meaning that they were going to have their stories finished and we would just let them go live happily forever after, and then we would start focusing on the brand new characters that we'll get in Scream 5. But then again, I wouldn't mind seeing Deputy Dewey just pop up over and over. The dude has such a charm, charisma to him in those films. With David Arquette saying this, do you think it lets it slide that he'll survive by the end of the movie? And would you want to see any of the original cast members continue on in supporting roles for the future Scream movies? But that is just all the movie news we have going on right now, guys. I want to know your opinions down below. What story got you the most excited? What could you do without? Hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe for more movie related content. Almost at 200k. Smash that sub button, guys. But you guys can follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.